God, yeah, I think since I first found out, I think I've been trying to put it into words, but I think it changes every time because it's just, yeah, it's something you never ever imagine, never even crosses your mind. I think Levi opened the letter for me because I was at training and he saw straight away and he's like, oh my God, I've got to tell her. So he sent me a message like, you've got a letter, it's really important. I was like, oh God, what have I done? I'm in trouble again. I've done something. It's probably like a parking fine or something like that. And then he was like, can I call you quick? Are you on your own? I was in rehab. And then he phoned me and he was like, right, I'll read it out to you. And I was just like, what the hell? I was like, is it fake? Like, is it real? But yeah, it's obviously a massive, massive honour. I think not only for yourself, but for your family as well. I think it's something that you'll treasure forever. And, you know, you can tell your kids and grandkids and, yeah, something to be proud of. I think everyone in my family sacrificed so much for me to be where I am. So whenever I win anything or I get awarded something, it really is for more than just me. But I think I always like to honour things back to my teammates and the coaching staff. That's why I love playing in a team sport. It's because without everyone else, you wouldn't be the person, the player that you are. You wouldn't achieve half that you would. And well, yes, I'm really humble and proud of myself for kind of my attitude and my desire to always be the best player, to change the game on and off the pitch and to leave my own legacy behind as well. But equally, it's because of my teammates and the coaches that have, you know, moulded me into the player that I am. It's also something to give back to them as well. I think immediately, like, I'm just really proud of everything that I've achieved and the teams have achieved, both at club and country. But I think there's been a lot of ups and downs for me. It's been a really hard year. I think especially with my injury and, you know, having to get my surgery and make a quick decision there. And then it was like 50-50 making the World Cup. Like, you never know how a rehab's going to go. You never know how your injury is going to react to. And I actually had a really hard rehab. I couldn't get rid of the swelling. My knee was taking, so long to recover. And to be able to stay in that mindset, it was, that I was going to make it. It was really hard, but I was really grateful that everyone around me gave me kind of the time that I needed and not pressurising me and not kind of, are you going to be back like 1,000 times? It was a matter of let me go day by day. And that's what got me in the best shape physically and mentally. And then obviously after coming back into the league and then, my knee flaring up again and, having to take time out again. So it was, but everything comes at a price and I'd do it all again. I'd rush back for another World Cup if I needed to and pay the price later. So it's just part and parcel of being in the game. But overall, the year's been incredible, winning trophies, leading the girls out to a World Cup final. They're moments that come once in a lifetime and you never know when you're going to get the next moment. That's the thing with football. Nothing's granted, but that's part of the chase. That's, the competition and the thrive that you get through, not knowing what's next. It's all part of the game. But yeah, it's been an incredible year. It's, but you have to go and top it again and hope 2024 brings the same, but if not better. Do you know what? I've always said they're very similar. I've always said, they've got their unique likeness in different ways and they've all got their own kind of ways of coaching and things. But I've always said since the first day Serena came in, it's very similar club to country. And that's when I finally found myself performing the way I do at club for country. And that was kind of the turning point for me internationally, if I'm honest, where I've felt my most comfortable and confident and really feel like I'm playing as me, no matter what team I play in. But yeah, I think they're, they treat you as human beings, and that's the biggest thing for me. Is a happy player is the best player, and not everyone always agrees with that, but that's how I've been in my career, and that's when I've got the best out of myself. But also, that's when I found we've got the best out of each other as a team. And yeah, I've found that they both treat us as human beings, and they understand we all have feelings. We're not robots, and they respect that, but they equally get the best out of you as a player. And I feel both of them have got the best out of me throughout my time under both of them. And obviously, sadly, this is the last season with Emma. But yeah, now we have to hopefully finish the year strong, the season strong, and then again, it's an exciting time to. That's where competition starts and, you've got to impress somebody new. So, but yeah, I've always found them very similar, but different in their own ways. I honestly don't think they fill the boots again. I think, that's a legacy that kind of ends there and it's a new time for Chelsea, if you like. And I think well, yes, the ambitions stay the same. It's to win, it's to be the leading team in the women's game, and keep breaking down barriers, which is something that Emma's done exceptionally well, both on and off the pitch for us. I've seen many changes in the club through Emma, just by pushing and being that force, but also she's led the way in the game. No other manager has won the trophy she's won consistently and been a serial winner. So for us, I don't think it's about finding the next Emma. I think it's finding the new journey for Chelsea, and finding the best fit for that. And then as players, has been excited by it, and growing and developing and being adaptable. It's the beauty of the game. You have to adapt to survive and to keeping at the top. I think the holiday kind of came at the best time. I don't think I've had a break in a long time. Couldn't get away after the World Cup, so it came at a really good time just to kind of get a bit of headspace as well. I think it's been a real stressful period, and I think it's one of those where at the time we probably didn't know how long my knee needed. Flare-ups, no one has control over when it's going to happen, how long it's going to be for. But I've made some really good gains. I've been doing some bits out here as well. It's not just been 100% off feet. I've had my rehab to keep doing, and hopefully push on when I get back, and back before you know it. Champions League is obviously the massive one. It's a trophy that we've not won, and something that we've been working towards for many years. And as we know, it's the hardest trophy to win. And sometimes the games go your way, sometimes they don't. So I think we're coming really close to it, and we know how hard it is to play against Champions League opponents. But it's something that our changing room, our mentality is to go on and do as best we can. But it's to go and win that trophy. It's like I said, it's the only one that we've not won. But I think both club and country, it's to just keep dominating, keep getting better as both teams, and keep winning. There's plenty of tournaments, on the horizon to hopefully compete in. So it's just to keep being successful. I guess it's all about winning in football. It really is. You want to lift silverware. You want to, like I said, it contributes to leaving that legacy behind. But keep making changes off the pitch as always.